The woman and the owner are romancing. The mechanic is under the car fixing it. The jack falls and the mechanic says, "Save me, help me." The woman says, "Darling, let's go somewhere else. I'm tired of hearing my husband's screams." The owner and the woman go inside the garage. The owner's wife comes, pulls the mechanic out, and calls the ambulance. A few minutes later, the woman and the owner come out adjusting their clothes. The concerned department people are taking away the mechanic's dead body. The woman hugs the body and says, "Oh, what happened to my husband?" The owner's wife says, "Your husband died because the car fell on him." The woman says, "What will happen to me now?" The owner's wife says, "Madam, for now you go home. Until your grief is lessened, I will take care of your child." The woman hugs the owner and his wife in gratitude and leaves. The owner says, "Why did you keep the child with you?" The wife says, "Darling, we should help this helpless widow." The owner says, "You are very good. Now I'm going to buy some groceries." The owner leaves. A few minutes later, the owner and the woman are kissing each other. The woman says, "Darling, now no one will bother us." The next day, the owner's wife, who is a lawyer, says, "We will give you $10,000 in aid." She gets the owner and the woman to sign a paper and says, "The paperwork is complete. Very soon the money will be transferred into your account, and tomorrow I will prepare the documents regarding your child." The woman thanks her and leaves. The owner says, "I have to go to the garage." The owner leaves. A few minutes later, the woman is on the bed being kissed by her rogue friends. The owner comes and says, "What is going on here? I regret that I betrayed my wife and got involved with a cheap woman like you." The owner leaves. The woman says, "Forget him. Anyway, I'm about to get a lot of money. I'll enjoy myself." Again, she lies down among her rogue friends. A few minutes later, the owner enters the house, takes an underwear out of the dog's neck with surprise, and quickly goes to the bedroom. He pulls off the blanket from the bed, and the owner's wife and the mechanic come out of it. The owner says, "But this mechanic had died. What trick is this?" The wife says, "This drama was staged only so that you could also feel the pain of betrayal, like I felt when I saw you with the mechanic's wife." Sometime earlier, the mechanic was crying for help under the car. The owner's wife comes, lifts the car with a jack, and pulls out the mechanic and also picks up his child. The mechanic says, "Where did my wife go?" The owner's wife says, "I didn't see your wife." The mechanic says, "Maybe some accident happened to her as well." Both go inside to search for the woman. Inside, the owner and the woman are kissing each other. The owner's wife says they will have to suffer the punishment of infidelity. When the secret is revealed, the owner says, "You cannot get rid of me without giving me a share in the property." The wife says, "Perhaps you don't know that yesterday you already signed the divorce papers. Now get out." She pushes the owner out of the house. The mechanic says, "Everything is over." The owner's wife says, "No, a lot is still left." On the other side, the wife is lost in fun with her rogue friends. The mechanic and the owner's wife enter the room. The wife says, "You had died." The mechanic says, "Sadly, your wish didn't come true. Now get out." The wife says, "This is also my house, and I want to live here with my daughter." The owner's wife says, "The papers you signed in my office yesterday were actually divorce and child custody papers. Now you vacate this house." The woman's friends say, "We don't want to get into any legal case." Both leave. The owner's wife says, "Now you also leave." The wife leaves. The owner's wife says, "Now you will not work as a mechanic in my workshop, but as a manager." The mechanic says, "Madam, me and my daughter are grateful to you."